check this out. I appreciate you doing it. I'm going to be commentating most of this on how, because this game is so quick paced and quick thought, you know, I'm going to do it in a live, in public lobbies. I'm going to be doing a couple things while I'm doing this stream here. I'm going to be exposing jerks and bad people to see, to kind of show who these people are. A lot of them try to do stuff behind other people's back, and so I'm just going to expose that at this point. I'm not going to fish for it or search for it or die for it, but it's sure to come up. But during the stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal all tricks and tips for counselors and all tips and tricks that can be used with Jason. People don't create videos with Jason because they do like to guard their secrets, and you can't blame people that like to keep their tactics with Jason. But what I'm doing here in this video is I'm going to make it to where sort of okay, let's see if I can handle it. Make sure all my equipment is correct. Okay. So, like I said, people don't like to share the techniques that they know with Jason because they like to keep their stuff very secret. You know, it's tactics they know, and you know, I don't blame anyone. They're afraid that, you know, people might learn the techniques and stuff might get out. But I'm here today to reveal all things that can be possibly done with Jason, as far as tricking or manipulation. I'll explain fully what Jason's full capabilities are and what his powers are, what you can do with him, and what cannot be done with him. What people insist on trying to do and yet fail over and over and over because it cannot be done. Just about anything can be done with him, but there's lots of things that put into a limit due to his movement, his speed, his camera moves differently, his body moves differently. So those things all stand out in different areas. I'm going to be really revealing all counseling techniques and tricks that can be used. I don't glitch very much at all, like glitching. I don't do that. I used to have to come up with counter glitches and countermeasures for people that would glitch in the games, and so I'd have to learn how to do that kind of stuff so to get around it. But I'm glad to pass this stuff, and Matt Shot's just been really good about getting stuff on. So I gotta get everybody in the lobby, and then we'll continue this stuff. Lots of people like to guard these secrets, like a secret family recipe, because people just like to keep their game very, very, very tight. It's like, don't take your card hand. Jason doesn't have very many, outlets. I've got 3 different layouts that you can use. Each one of those layouts that you got. Each one of those layouts that you got defines exactly how you want to play the game. People like to go straight ahead. You can go straight ahead at them and, you know, break the door down, go out in the certain ways like that. But I'm here to show you that there are certain different things that you can do that can actually help you get to your counselor. How to break doors down faster. Secret tips that people just don't give away. You know, things that are recommended on my behalf that I've seen work in combat. And I guess now it's safe to say that I finally know everything about this game. During this too, I'm also going to work in a little bit about perks. I'm going to explain perks 100% fully into effect. Perk stacking. People I think don't realize they can do that. Stack perks. And so I'm going to explain that. So this is on the counselor here first. Okay, I'm Jason obviously. Since this is when I got to mute it. So why don't I go through this? I'm going to kind of give you guys kind of an idea how I would play Jason, how I would start. And how I would start, I recommend explaining. This is how we're going to do it. Always first thing, check your grid. The grid's in that. Check your grid and find out exactly where you are and what you got going.
So young.
Now check the grid. Now run the
so
map.
pretty.
Now look for your...
Kill them all, Jason.
Okay, I need a power box with your cuts. There's 4 of them, there's 3 of them in this map. So we're going to start with a box. It's going to be most likely close to a spawn point. So you're looking for a sound painting are there as we're getting our knives. Mind you, I'm going to be revealing ghosting techniques in here and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be really interesting. I'm going to try to avoid much physical contact with them so I can explain the video. But other than that, I might do a couple of plays. As I'm doing something here, after technique, I'll do play-by-play. We're going to go ahead and go towards pings, and the pings where he's facing forward. I'm going to give you an idea that's where the point is. This is the loudest time in the game. Time in the game is up the most pings because everybody's scrambling, leaving, and trying to get stuff found early, rather than hiding. So we're going to go ahead and go out here across the list. And we usually don't believe in, I don't believe in trapping things like that. And usually when I go for something like that or trap things, it's if I'm worried about a lot of these professionals and they may have to spread myself in, depending. So I'm trying to trap the box and they don't turn the power back on. It's very important that you cut the power right away because what the power cutting does is it induces camp-wide fear. And if you can induce camp-wide fear, it makes it easier for them to show up in sensibility, harder for them to get away, harder for them to drive the car, yada yada. Okay, I'm going to break this door down, I'm going to walk away. Okay, this is the technique I do. You walk into the door like about here, take your camera and look straight down at Jason, and stand on this side of the door, on the right side, and just pull your trigger, okay? Notice it's not pulling me into this cutscene right here. It pulls that cutscene that pulls you there. That's what you want to avoid. So if you walk up to the side of the door like this, and you start swinging like that, and swing at that end of the door, it'll actually break it down without pulling you that cutscene. You can break it twice as fast. You break it in about 2.5 seconds with destruction, maybe 3. So, now there's one or two things that happen here. This counselor's either in a hiding spot right now, they're either in a hiding spot, or they took off. Because I was here now, what I'm going to do is walk by these beds, and if I go into combat mode, and he's by the bed, it'll lock onto him at the bed. So it'll lock onto him wherever he's at, no matter where he's at. The counselor's body overturns the actual place he's in. And so if he's in a hiding spot, it'll lock completely onto him, and then you know he's there. It would follow him like that. But I think he left the cabin. Okay. He went out the window. Okay. He barricaded the front. So instead of really we're in the check sensibility, look at the other counselor coming. So when Jason's inside the cabin, he has the advantage if they're outside. Because the sensibility he can use against him in many ways. Vice versa, the counselors have the advantage. Because, because all you see is red, and they can see you. So I'm trying to stick out some things right here. I'm kind of spook a little bit, get an idea on here. Jason's walking around. Okay, that's the shot. Now, that's counselor awareness when they scream. That means the jig is up and you're getting up your position to them. Once you get up your position, I don't know if this will work, man. If I don't move, it won't work. If I'm not moving to engage, sometimes I try to get engaged before I move. So really count. That's no effect. Yep. Now, what I recommend too is for these foot knives, have your back turned. Probably has a high perk effect. They won't suck. Okay, when you turn your back to them. Now, this is a mistake people make all the time when they're playing against Jason. They think that Jason's looking at you through his eyes. They don't realize that the camera is what counts for everything. So when I got my back turned, I'm going to kind of pull out for him. Kind of does that too much. Now, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do a technique called ghosting. What ghosting is I'm going to go to my morph map here. I'm going to go to my point here where I'm at, my morph map, my cursor, or anywhere you want to go on the map you want to morph. Then I'm going to see a technique where I'm getting invisible when I'm still there. Yeah, keep in mind I'm still there, the counselor's freaking out running away, thinking I'm skipping after him. Has no clue that he's just ran off of him. Yeah, I'm standing here completely invisible, and now my stalk's getting ready to come up. And I hit sensibility, power for a second, and my stalk comes in, I'm going to kick it and come out and go into a shift. Okay, when I stop this technique I'm doing, which I'll explain how to do later, okay, not the stalk, and I'm going to come out of it, and right here where I was, and I'm coming right into a shift. Yeah. That kind of spooked her the hell out, because I'm way down here on this part. See how I came down here like that? Now we're going to check the grid, the card. Stop the cards in the wrong for you. He's right behind me. He makes so much noise. If you keep the count, if you keep your back turn and stuff and manipulate the cops, call the cops. See, you should allow this stuff to happen. Let them call the cops, let them repair the car, but don't let them go anywhere. Don't let them leave. They can't escape. I mean, see, they may think they have it down, but they don't realize is that if you don't let them go anywhere. Yeah, let them repair it. You can only get points and stuff for letting them repair the car. I get slightly behind the car, I'm going to stop the car to a point, but it just depends. Now I'm going to pull out stock because that's going to do it. I'm going to let it recharge. While I'm in stock, it's going to make it very difficult for them to actually drive the car. Sometimes in the map they can do that too. You want? No, I'm going to track them and focus on the back. They're going over here, this is exactly point there. Over here. Now my name's lots of, I usually do this on Switch because there's lots of professionals playing here on PS4, and so it makes it real, I mean, they try to use as many techniques as they can. Normally someone will go for a shift right there, but I'm not gonna. No, I will let the car get away in this one. There's more explaining from me. I got more explanation to do rather than actually chase people, but I don't chase people. I kind of let it go to a point. Now the cops have been called. The cops have been called around this point, and they're going for the car. So what we're going to do here is go by the car, and then I'm going to go right into a shift here. It's right forward. I'm clear from their area. Okay, see where they're, and I'm going to shift here and come out of nowhere. Just like that. She dropped it. She dropped it. And most Jasons will stand right here and they'll trap that area right there. And they come over here and they would trap this door right here because they're trapped down. And they come over here and they trap this. You know, like that. I think that personally that's a shitty thing to do. It's a shitty way to actually something you can actually all you have to really do is just prevent this going on. When they're repairing the car, you're supposed to come up behind them when they're repairing it and actually get them that way. Now I'm going to stand behind her and I'm going to ghost. And see if she can get away. See if she can get away. Oh, she got away because my arm's too far on the side. I'm going to actually stand a lot. Get her. If I ghost behind her, she ain't going to be able to move. And so that's going to mess with the technique a lot. Okay, that's fine. How many people are here? How many people are in my car? How many people are in my car? People can't see each other. It's terrified. Unless you scare them. Now what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to stand by this car right here, and I'm going to disappear and ghost. Now she's going to think I'm going to take off. Watch. I'm going to put it in that angle, and I'm going to go to my ghosting map. I'm going to go to ghost, and she's going to think I left. It's probably going to come back and touch the gas, so now retro glitch her screen, so I kind of made her move. I mean, I'm explaining everything's kind of, see what she's doing, exactly what I said she's going to do. Now if I come out of it, she doesn't know where I'm at. I'm standing right here, next to her. Look at that, right behind me. Watch this. And then stop. I don't stop her. She didn't see me come up behind her, so she's been standing there. She knows I'm not attacking her. But what I'm going to do is let my morph charge so I can go into ghosting. She can finish it, but she ain't going to be able to move it, so. I'll show you why this isn't a crazy technique. Seems like
Thank God it actually fit.
Map. Now watch it. It looks like I vanished. She's not going to be able to move. Watch. She's stuck there in place. Because I'm blocking in there with Jason, but she thinks I'm gone. She's like, what the fuck's going on? I can't move. I can't do shit. And I'm going to disengage my stock. I maybe spook a little bit like I'm not the instant. I just kind of like, what the fuck? I can't move. I'm stuck against the car. I can't move. Right? She's tripping. I've never seen anything like this before. Doesn't even have to pull it in. As far as she's concerned, I'm gone.
They're back, Jason. Don't let them find me. Mommy.
I love to see you guys try to tell me. That'd be funny. Like I said, this PlayStation people are very bold on PS4. They're very bold.
They're trying to take me, Jason. Stop them.
Oh, it's over there? Okay. What I'm gonna do is just shift to a closer point. Just freaked her out, dude. Totally freaked her out. So I do stuff like counselors and stuff sometimes, depending on what's going on. Now we're gonna read this like a book. Okay, they have to go somewhere after grabbing my sweater. They're gonna plan on me showing up right away. So, you know, they're gonna try to come to this cabin right here, what it looks like. So what I'm gonna try to do is meet them here first. That's gonna be the case. So they're just going to come in here. They come right in here. Come on, bring it. Let's see if they come through. Come go. My camera's kind of jacked. My controller's really messed up for the PS4 right now, so I gotta fix it. Let's see if they go. Okay, there's the sweater girl right there. She's got my sweater on. She's gonna go out for the cabins and flat rocks at first, where she's gonna go out there. Well, that's where she's at. She's kind of out here, okay. So, see? She's right over there. Now if I shift over here, looks like they're a little bit determined. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they can do. This is kind of funny. Maybe I'll play this up and then give it a shot. But mind you, I'm not getting. What they're trying to do, they're actually trying to new control Jason. That's what they're trying to do. But what I'm going to do is something more different here. Let me grab this thing on there.
Get up, Jason.
I draw those pocket knife stuff.
Find them.
It's kind of bold, it's not going to work out so well for me.
Jason, my boy.
See, that's what trolling Jason is that at that point right there? They're trying to troll him at that point.
You cannot
so,
die.
Yeah, you got one,
You
so
can never die.
1, 2, 3, 4 people right here.
Jason.
Yeah, 4 people to go.
Mother is getting Jason. Find them.
Now I'm gonna unmute these guys. I'm gonna unmute these guys and let them know exactly what I've been doing.
Good boy.
Now I'm gonna unmute these guys and kind of know exactly what let them kind of know that I've been doing the video. I've been doing the video and they got exposed to it. That's exactly what people do. How they try to play Jason. Because they try to throw how much I had attacked around that and they could actually pull them all. But in this case, what they did they kind of blew themselves off. So what you want to do though instead of that is you want to absorb 2 of them. So absorb 2 of them and then go into a hook. Once you go into a hook and you absorb them, there ain't really much they can do because they're gonna lose will after they lose their key components. 1's gonna be their weapons, 2's gonna be an item, and you want to inflict a little bit of injury depending on it. So with these guys, so what they do a traditional troll kill is what some people call it, I guess. What do you call it? Yeah, what they're thinking that their attacks are actually going through. They believe their attacks are actually going through and hitting them without clear. And instead when I'm clear, because it's a little faster in movement, I can actually absorb them all. Now I hadn't taken any damage to them as yet, so I probably totally could have got away with just shattering them and depleting each one of them. Rather instead, I didn't want to pull that off. I wanted to actually trim. So that's the difference in the community. The most horrible community in fucking video game history when it comes to fucking Friday the 13th. I mean, they're just most of them are terrible people. They got bad attitudes. They talk a lot of shit. Lots of people do. There's lots of copying, lots of shit like that. It's terrible, horrible. I don't even miss it. But if you compare the two together, this doesn't have hardly anything on it at all. One thing this really has is graphics on it. Has a lot better. The graphic movement is slower. The game's a lot slower. Jason's 6 times faster than he's supposed to be. So the universe between him and the counselor is about between 2 and 6 seconds on this platform. On the other platform, it's between 1 and 3 seconds. So it's almost dead even movement. So when you're fighting with him, you're moving with him, it's always going to break even. He's going to have a harder time absorbing something and grabbing it on a click rather than having it actually move towards him. So you have a better chance of actually fighting with him. See, of course, you know, I'll let that kill go. I want you guys to see how they try to do that. It makes them certain that they do it. So the 2 people that committed suicide, I don't think they realized that they took their names out of a hat for Tommy. But Matt filled the tax on with that, where that makes. There's not gonna be so hard to do. I'm gonna look at that composer something. See if I can find it.
I gotta find the others.
Everyone that plays my team, they're all fucking rotten, useless, cock-sucking bastards. Every one of them are. Just about. You won't find a noble fucking player left on the PlayStation platform. Anywhere you live. You try it. You won't find one. No way. That's why all the pros went to Switch. Everybody plays it. It's faster. It's better. The servers are 4 times better. You get into a lobby every 10 seconds, no matter what. Every 10 seconds you get a lobby. I mean, it's not like 4 minutes here. It's so much better. The players are nice. They're better. They don't run people over there. They don't betray anybody. They don't know the meaning of the word. Everybody works together and plays how they're supposed to. It's just unbelievable. It's more fun. We kind of started. I started the 8th grade over there, so everybody's running that. And this is so much slower. It's terrible. It's pathetic. So everybody likes to speed here. So all the live streams we've been on with Matt Shotcha on those live streams for Salesman Stream and beyond. So all those, we've been playing Switch live. So he won't dare go near PlayStation when it comes to live streaming because of the people on here and who they are. He won't do it. He likes to play with people who are more noble and people who have good attitudes. They won't. Don't have problems and stuff. So usually goes to Switch, but we've done about 15 streams with him. It's been a blast. It's so much more fun over there. It doesn't have a blast, but here, when you can see it this way, everybody's rude. Yeah, everybody's rude. They're greedy. They take over. It's terrible. It's fucking horrible, man. I don't miss any of it, or any of these people. I'm friends with a different story. I have tons of them there. Nah, these people, they can just, It's easy. You read for me to say go to hell, but that'd be too kind for these people. You don't get it. They're rotten people. Horrible. Death threats, all kinds of shit. You wouldn't believe over a game. You wouldn't believe this kind of game. You wouldn't believe. Too many tryhards. They're all tryhards with no real technique or flavor or truthfulness with them. None at all. None. Not 1 inch. Yeah, so they go out and search their cat and they want to come and search mine. So you're supposed to, like, I mean, you can only have 3 items, so it's like, how many fucking things can you get? What is it that you fucking want that you can't find, asshole? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just rude. That's how rude these people are. They're rotten. Rotten to the core. Now, once everything's gone, what is it they're trying to do? What is it they're gonna do? I mean, and then you know what? What actually gets me is these people people step up at their chest side like, I'm a damn good player. They all pat themselves on the back. Every single one of them do. Some of their ways of doing that is trying to talk shit to people. I don't see it. I'm gonna show some counter techniques here too. Especially around Jason, if he'd be there. I was gonna have a friend help me with a video later and do that, but like I said, I want to get the live stream on here going to kind of show you what these people play like. They play like shit. They really do. They play like shit. Just about everyone on PlayStation's garbage. They play like shit. Most of the more professionals are on this platform than any other, which is true. But you get the majority of the players. Some of the pros are rotten too, though. Just terrible people. They just don't have a grip on anything. They can't get past any garbage and just stay with, big gameplay stuff. Kind of things that point where they're at. But, a lot of people, they're, like I said, they're clerical items, they're shit talking. Let's see if he controlled the phone. No, he didn't. Interesting. I don't track anything. I don't do what they gotta do. They're gonna call them, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up. If I'm on my game and I'm playing, they should be able to do it anyway. They won't be able to do it anyway. Just like that. But the way to how I showed up out there, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, but if you ever show up like that, usually depending on what's going on, you're asking for trouble. Yeah, they're having kill ponies on this. These guys are funny. They're teaming up too, which we call cheating. When you team up, you cheat, that's bad. And of course it is, but people get to a certain level, it's like you gotta be fucking ashamed of yourself. But it's they pat themselves on the back for that kind of shit. And That's why they search over everybody's cabins and shit. They're not happy with anything they found. It's like there's something else they gotta find, like a moon rock or something like that up there they can't find. They're always looking for something. I don't know what it is. They always want something out there they can't find. Something in your cabin or theirs. And, I don't know. They're probably just not satisfied with what they have, so they want to see what you got too. I don't understand what's gonna do any good. You only get 3 fucking slots, man. 3 slots to put items in, that's it. Some people sit there and fucking go out of the box. Oh, he comes in. He comes in behind me. Yep. Hold you. Hold you coming right behind me. Hold you coming right behind me. I didn't knew he was. I've been playing these guys like a fiddle. I think, isn't it ridiculous? He leaves 2 counselors. I told you they're cheating. He leaves 2 counselors to go after someone way out here. He's a cheater. Jason's a cheater, and they're cheating. That's exactly how they do it. There's no way in hell that any Jason ever would ever stop going after 2 counselors on the car and go after somebody 500 yards away. That's totally unlogical. Not just unlogical, but it would never happen. Not against anybody who plays the game, or nobody plays the game at all. So that right there, that's another example of cheating and cheating like that. You see it way too much. I know. Thank welcome stream. You guys see it way too often on here. I mean, they're just awful, rotten people. Terrible platforms. Unfortunately, it's the only way I can do this. This way, I do need to get. I do believe maybe just level up to 1 switch. I can upgrade my shift to 150 when I do 125. From there on, I can stream from there. This is pretty good. Those streams are gonna be awesome. You're actually gonna see some really good games, some really good matches going on here. Some good Jasons. We're gonna explode. Explode water. Jason through the pan. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole new crowd playing over there. A little different. A lot of these places over there. You get into a lot of these new players. They're going to have to play this every year. You look at all these players here, and they're guaranteed that these guys going to watch your ass. You have 0 to swim to none. Nothing. Literally. I mean, that's what you're going to tell yourself when you're in there. You don't see it ever. Really. The nobility was in this box years ago, a couple of years ago. I picked up this backstrap last gas lit thing. That's what's coming up. That was the level cap back then, 101. So we would call red carpet players. So we'd have a red carpet match, and it was all 101. So Jason that was playing there would have to actually trap a couple things and spread himself thin because they would fucking escape on me in minutes. If that's what they were trying to do. But in the handbook, it's because in the handbook here they take a couple of things that they're able to do, but they list them as this is the National Friday the 13th Gaming League handbook. It's got scores in it, so how everybody, Jason and all counselors can score in any given way. From 1 person escaping the first user, 4 people to 5. But there is some gameplay in tournament mode because in tournament mode, if you can do it, you can do it. In tournament mode, they're illegal because
You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home.
The water can't stay in the water. No counselor can be under a bed or in a closet for longer than 3 minutes. Jason can't run away to avoid a kill. He can't hide in the water to avoid being killed. And the strikes you kill from your objective points, like calling the cops, force you to the boat, teach you, stop Tommy's call. If you stop the call in the middle, directly, if you smash the box directly in the middle of the call, it's a 75 point run. During the call, though. I mean, it spreads from that to all the way to the end points. Typically, like Jason, when he scores those points, he scores them for single actions he does in the game from his crash course program. He's got, it means he can destroy 97% of anything in the game. So because of that, he's got single actions. He doesn't stop in the car. Single shot. So you can't. A lot of Jasons cut themselves thin. They're trying to prevent the car from being repaired rather than actually coming up behind them while they're repairing it and killing them, like you're actually supposed to. I kind of thought that people would understand that. That's how single player challenges would give that away. That's how you're supposed to context kill. That's why their field of vision is really bad. I mean, it's terrible. Like that counselor that I blocked in the tank right there. she thought, she was like, what the hell? I can't move. But I was standing there. She didn't see me though. When I was gone, but I wasn't. So I was just flicking back a couple of powers, kicking it back on and on to see what I was doing. Just skipped all the movements on my call. Exactly what I said was going to happen. But what's dangerous about that technique I did is it's now controllable. Rather than moving to it would send you back to the default area, but now you can actually control where you end up. And if you know the default area, that's where Jason ends up, and you should play more, so it can be more dangerous. Obviously, the counselor's temperament, her scream, gives you a little composure, still didn't pass up. It didn't work for her at all. So in this case, let's see. That answers your question on weapon swapping. No other person can wield Fifeen's pitchfork only he can use it. I can't lie, right?
I have to do something. I have to escape.
Here's a couple of these are serious professional players for counseling. You need to do them from the first game of the game. You need every player in this game.
Oh my god!
The only way to avoid having a power attack, when the power is being attacked, there's only one way in the game to avoid that. There's only one way in the entire game to avoid the power being attacked and having to actually switch the counter awareness. You have to be in a hiding spot holding your breath currently at that time. If you're not holding your breath in a hiding spot, it'll still freak you out. If you're holding your breath, you won't flinch. You won't make a sound, you're not going to know you're there. At all. That's what you should do. People hold their breath and don't realize it. That only works for 2 gimmicks. They're moving the colors from the cavity, depending on what it is, and it teaches you how to learn it. As long as you can do that, it's good. Holding your breath and it refills and finish it over the game. That's another trick. And it works. Fucking this guy's contact kills are fucking instant, because all his kills are instant because his fucking weapon is in the time of the contact kill you. And you're right in front of you, just like a head Jason doesn't never look through his body or filter the counselor when they're outside when they're showing you. But I said he's filtering like Jason, but he has no clue about it. Doesn't know what to do about that, so he thinks he'll make it some real stuff. That counselor back there is however many are still in the cabin. That's why counselor's got the upper hand when they're in the cabin and he's outside. Vice versa, when he's inside, they're outside because of the sensor ability. That's how it works. Now, let's check this out. Now he can check it. Now you barricade the door or 2 minutes. You see what he's doing there. Stopping the door only if he's trying to use it. I don't even close the door or barricade them because I'm in and out of them so fast. If you're inside of a cabin more than a minute and 30 seconds to 3 minutes long, your fear meter starts to drastically build. I mean, your fear meter starts going through the roof just being in the cabin. And 99% of counselors make the biggest fucking mistake of going into the cabin, barricading both doors, Jason's gonna break them down and come in after you. That's wrong. That's the wrong way to approach it. It's the wrong answer. It's the wrong way to play it. It's not what you're supposed to do. At all. And they all do it. I can run by every single cabin here to show you they're all bolted. They're all locked. That means they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, you're not supposed to be in that cabin longer than 3 minutes. You can do that. You go right through the roof if you're in there longer than 2 minutes. Easy. And if you're barricading both doors and you plan on being in there for a while, that's definitely you're going to highlight that cabin red just by standing there. And there's ways to avoid that cabin being red even when you're in there. Period. You just didn't even know you're in there. He knows you're in there because they don't realize how their fear meter works. They don't know what fear does what. They couldn't tell you. Most people couldn't tell you what the fear does, or all it does is do something, or maybe something, but I can't get an answer out of anybody to tell you what that is because they don't know what it does. People don't explain that kind of stuff rather than somebody actually already knowing it. Man, he's just some shortcuts in these days. But you know what I'm layout? So there's one serious noise make out there that's got a one stealth, and so everywhere she goes, she's getting off ripple pontoons. So, now that one right there is just gonna kick me. No, it can never open her mouth. I can handle her, but I can't handle her voice. It's actually fucking crazy. It makes me sick like that. Just go and get out of here and leave these people listening. Alright. No, he looks good. Jason doesn't look like that. They're in there searching for items they don't have. That's yeah. And, that's the point of interest. See, no, I think from the format, they just had the format there, you know? Yeah, so Jason, you think he's gonna morph or shift away from you like that? You wanna be sure that he's there. I'm not sure if he's stopped somewhere, if he's still, you know, waiting for you. Check the map for a point of interest and see if there's anywhere he may have gone, or anything that may have been triggered and also that's taken away from your focus. Like the car being repaired, or the car starting. That's how you can guarantee yourself some knowledge whether he's there or whether he's not. It's easy. Every Jason can be read like a book, unless you don't see him. If you can't see him, you don't see the movements and any techniques you're doing, it's going to be very, very nearly impossible to determine what he can't do. That's what it should be. The way I like to say it, Jason, it's Jason's battlefield. I mean, that's what this is. Because all the maps are Jason's battlefield, and Jason has to maintain control of the battlefield, let alone keep the counselors from having any reach on it. So he's got to let them come to him. Counselor has to move. They have to escape. They have to find items. They have to search stuff. They got to move around. Jason doesn't. And that's what makes him more. That's what makes him more beginner for him. You know, if you go into a cabin and they mind the door for a minute after people are scrambling, give it about a minute or 30 seconds or so, and you can open that door and come in there. They have to. If there's something in there that's a point of interest they need, they gotta show up. You know, that's how they use that two-step business. Let's put the grid here. Everybody left. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think people think it's not? A lot of the times, people that they get angry for being killed on that. But they don't realize how they got killed or why Jason was grabbing and how that happened. Most of them don't know. They think, ugh. Then people accuse them of cheating because they don't understand how the fucking counselor works. At all. Quiet, I'm crouching right here. But, you know, those are parameters that Jason will use certain abilities to do it. But wait, these people probably do it. Hope they get you in the that's how they have messing with. They see it and then they're like, that's very reliant on how people use the Jason is fucking just use the shit out of his sensibility and rely on it. So that's probably a no-no. What you want to do is induce an action or induce some kind of a technique that's going to force them on you, force them shit visible on your sensibility, whether it's weak or not. But you know, Jason's got 3 strengths and models here. He's got weak, strong, weak, normal, and strong. His shit, his strength, all his powers, just depending on whether it's a weakness of his, it's going to be even less potent anyway. It's normal, you know, if I don't have normal, I just got a normal pattern to it. And then strength, you know, it's going to be a quicker regen, it's going to be a longer duration of all the moves. A lot longer. I think people should use it. Why would he use it? Why would he even believe what they're doing? Well, somebody answer that in comments. What you're doing? All that does is he's just holding it up. You see, that's a cheating right there. Yeah. No way in hell he can use anybody for what he's doing to go right after somebody out in the middle of nowhere. Especially someone with their fear all the way down. Exactly. Now I showed you a technique where that cabinet you can highlight that standing in there. How do you think he knew I was there? Let me push up on the grid. See that? That's how, right there. There's people in the lobbies. That's exactly how it is. But in PlayStation, they're more ruthless, and more gutless and spineless here, because they send messages and stuff here. You can't do any of that. You can't do any of that in Nintendo yet. The communications are completely breached, except for what you say in the map. And we all know how voice communication is in the map. So I hope this is kind of giving you guys a clear view of how people really are here, and how they really play. Sometimes the best way to catch some people like this and this bullshit is just to let them do what they're trying to do. Let it go up to the full circle, let it pan out and play how they think it should, how they think it should, and then they realize later that they can stand and take you guys. That's the main reason I went live on here just to do this. Just this one part here before I go back into it and take the techniques back into the game like that. The perks are going to be interesting because there's a new way to stack perks. I was only aware of one that I came up with a couple years ago, and I figured out there's another way to do it too. And so, there's a few factors on perks and stuff that'll help with your setup. There's a few perks that don't work anymore, they're still active, and they literally do not work. Even though they're available, you can get them on all the black highlights that is going down, but it's still 100% ineffective. One of them's heavy hitter, and that does not work anymore. Man at Arms does not work anymore. When Jason's the core of this raid system was changed, they changed those perks so that it anymore. They won't. But just like the weapon specialist perk that they were going to put in with the pocket knife that you start with and then on, they left the character animation there, but you never roll it. It's the same type of hit. He's got the perks in the game, so they take them out. But they don't work. When they completed the weapon durability on the weapon, and added more luck to the weapons for that break. So the weapons break, both the durability down, that's what changed that. So that person won't work anymore. Now your weapon's based completely on your luck and not the actual durability of the weapon, like it used to be. With that kind of makes a whole difference on that. That means that perk will be completely inactive because you're going to be based on whatever your luck status is, and not what the actual weapon itself is, which could be meaningless. Yeah, see here he's breaking down the door in combat mode. That's so slow and very ineffective compared to the way I was showing you guys. I broke the door in 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds. And a guy without destruction can use a technique like that because without destruction it's like in about 4 or 5 seconds. Well, what they're thinking is the speed that swing is going to break the door down faster, and they're incorrect. It doesn't work that way. That's why the door broke down the same speed there as it would when he hit it. It didn't break down any faster. It just looked like he swung faster. That's how stupid some of these people are. They really think what they're doing is working because it looks like it is, but it doesn't. That is not how it works. When the damage is taken in this game is all on percentages. It's not on how many times you get hit or. Yeah. You're gonna laugh at people. Everything's on a percentage. The car hitting is a percentage of damage you take. You can only take a certain percentage of damage depending on the character you are to what's being used against you. Everything in the game is to cause damage. It's always everything, from the council's weapon hitting you to anything. If you jump too high out of the window or jump off fell off a cliff or something too high, it would kill you. Now I think the car is like an 86% damage overall. With that, this is the thing with it, it's gonna work, so we're gonna wait for 15 seconds still. So let's see this. Let's go ahead and this. Right, they saw somebody else do it. Just like you see, it's like Red Rover. They'll see something done there, and they believe it's effective, they'll do it again. And that's what they'll do, they'll add that to the game they don't have, and that's something very good. People don't show stuff. I probably didn't do a lot of later, so I could ask the question talking about one fucking person to tell me exactly what stock is. Someone would probably give me a one phrase answer, or a one sentence answer, and that's not going to happen. I think if they really knew what the hell that power did, what it's capable of, I was showing you guys how it wrecked the car. Yeah, that's right. On top of that. long as your remorse map is working. It's gotta be a remorse map. You don't have to be tracking a cursor, you have to be actively in it. Depends on you driving the car too.
Oh God! What am I gonna do?
Okay, you guys love this. Soak it up. This is how it really is at home. Like people say. Awesome. All the good players. All the good players that live here, they're all gone. We don't ever want to come back. I'm just doing this for the 20 pounds. That platform is stuck. All the movement, right? That makes sense. Jason so fucking long with that from moving. In the car, it's like the red footed clip when you drive the car, you can take it with you, you know it's good. The only problem with this is completely not fair, because Jason's got a fucking 4 to 6 second advantage of all the counters in this game. And he's only got a 1 to 2 switch. So I still want to show you what he's got so much to do. You know, they don't know any of that kind of shit. You don't see any of that kind of shit in there ever. You don't see nobody in there, you don't see nobody. You see them all work together. You see them try to roll over and walk this and talk this and maybe as far as that, we travel off play to become on TV. You're on their team. Everybody's a fucking normal. So nice and honest and well. It's like everybody goes like, everybody's dark and then it's a fucking camera. Like, that's not what you fucking do. You're not supposed to be in that fucking cabin long enough. You're not 20 seconds and just feel news and go fucking leave. You're not supposed to. The first thing they'll do is barricade themselves in a fucking cabin and stay out there. Long enough. You're not supposed to be doing that. So that's when you think it's really right to the fucking rules, man. You're not supposed to be in there. You're supposed to be outside. You're safer outside than you are inside. So you'll have the best chance of finding you outside and somewhere you're like, here's accidental in the cabin. You're the whole reason why I'm there. They got no comfort for that. No clue. That's why I walk by every cabin over here, but they're all fucking barricaded. To a certain point of view. I'll do it here. You got me all fucking right. Who's selling that? And that says right there how many people know exactly what the fuck it is. So look at that. It just doesn't look like that. But the only way is every fucking thing is done. You got people that two servers, nobody there. Each tier does the second completely different. That's what 600 people exactly stand over each other. So that's what you're saying. Everybody when the game starts, you got to know if you have a high score. You gotta kind of move for all your movement. So why is he here to kill the pilot? Everybody takes me to kill them. Whichever is the they're horrible. There's no way in hell he would let that car start like that, and he would never, there's no way in hell he would go like that with the car start. And not rush, not just like that. That's how they cheat. I'm not going to cheat. I swear to God, that sometimes he's not going to happen. There's no way wrong. I couldn't do it. I'd be so I won't. I'm trying to make my way. Because I don't want to be forced to help him. And almost no. I just can't. Most people just try hard, but they don't know what they're doing. You know, they go all out on one second. They run around, cut their noses off and fight themselves. That's what I'm saying. You see how the guys play with the stuff going on. There's no way this shit would be happening over there. And all this going on over there. Now he's coming after me. See, that's how you know they're cheating. When they're teaming. I'm sure they're in a part. I'm sure they're in a messages, back and forth, and they'll probably do it. He's over here and this one here. Yeah, they do that kind of shit all the time. That's how you know where they're at. That's why I just went over there like that. I just wanted to put that. I just wanted to display that. See, look, now let me go back. Look. Maybe some other asshole is coming here on the phone. See? He's not even after those two people. No way. No way. See, that's what I'm saying. How do they not see me? Look at that. Oh, that's what this is about. That's good. Same thing. Same thing. And they have to make sure they come out of time first. So what they're doing. I'm sure he got that soul tip with that. I'm hoping they come back to time. I don't want to have to. I can't help you. I can't play things like that.
Okay, all set. Time to get out of here.
That would happen. No way. No. You see how try-hard that actual asshole came in? Yeah, I didn't even barely move that. That shows where this word gritty the guy is. But I tried so hard with that. I tell people that I'm just trying to come up with new techniques and play on a loose platform playing game that has not ever lost its basis to it. Yeah. Never lost its basis to it. When you play something like that, you can't come up with something new after you thought of everything. Chances are it's going to be honest. And so it's at that point. Welcome. Who's that?
All done now, Jason.
Are you the one from the Echelon 3 stream the other day?
Return to mommy.
Welcome here, that was funny. I enjoyed that. Alright, just what the title says. Exactly what's going on here. Just what the title says. Nothing more, nothing less. Very simple. We're just going into a couple of random models just to show you exactly how deep this goes. Pretty sick. It's pretty sick, isn't it? Yeah, that's disgusting. Horrible. People are just terrible players. Now, briefly, I'm going to come out here and just go into perks really quick. Just real fast, Mr. Ronan. We're still on here? We're still on. Okay, we're still going. What I'm going to do is go into perks really fast because perks are a huge thing on this. Perks, a lot of people don't realize the effectiveness of the perks and how they work. We'll try to get some going here while I'm showing you. Now right here, these are actually the best perks in the entire game that you could possibly have. I got two of these sucker posters here because I'll alternate back and forth depending on the count set. The negative percent here, which I call the latency. The negative latency, which is something that's going to affect you. The latency has everything to do with the perk's effectiveness, and the luck and the composure of your character are also going to have an idea of effectiveness on the perk's reaction to it working. You know how, because it works on the percentage, so when you do it, you're hoping that percentage will take effect. So you're going to have something that's going to almost ensure you a guarantee of its effect, or something that's going to give you a high probability of it taking effect. So that luck stat, this one stat in this game is actually going to help you determine that. Chadwick is a counselor with 10 luck. It's going to help you use the full effect of your perks, no matter how they work. So this right here at Sucker Punch is going to max out at 25, reach out at 0. Even at the max at 25, but I'm 0 right on this right here. That's a nice perk. in between those, depending on the luck of the counselor, so that's going to work. And actually the luck stat of the counselor is the whole determining point of how those perks are going to take effect in your percentages. Period. Really, that's where that comes into. Composure will probably have a secondary effect on it, but not as much as your luck will. The luck's going to kind of ensure the effectiveness of the perk and how often they work. Stacking won't work depending on how you set them up. It's just important to make sure that you don't use two perks with the same capability. A lot of people do that thinking that they're going to work, and that'd be nice to have 130% darkness fear resistance, but it just doesn't work that way at all. So you look at it and you have a bonus feature to it, either a bonus to it or some kind of a complementary perk to it. And that's meant to stack. But you kind of want to know what your counselor's capable of before you use something he doesn't need. If you use something he doesn't need, it's not going to take much effect at all. It won't even actually affect the counselor, really. If your counselor's got a high stealth, they're going to be very quiet. The pings are going to be a little bit. They're not really going to be useful to the sense of avoidance perk as much as you think they would. Well, Tiffany would be an example of someone who would need it because she has low composure. So that composure put her on a sensibility, so she'll need that avoidance. Squeaker would be somebody maybe, not so much AJ or even Jenny. Her composure is what flat is. That damn stat. That's a miracle worker. Well, that's so high, it gets your fear down. With her fear staying down with a perk like that, it's ineffective. If your fear's down, he can't see you. Period. He can't even highlight you. It's your fear meter going up. It's one of your two fear meters going up, it's going to get that invisibility. That's why those counselors that are locking, barricading every fucking door they go into, they stay in the cabins. What are you doing? You shouldn't be in that fucking cabin longer than a minute and 30 seconds. If you are, your fear meter's going through the roof, just fucking flying through the roof. Right there. Then you're highlighting your cabin red. He's like, come here, Jason, I'm here. That's what you're saying to him. You shouldn't even be in there that long. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be outside. Outside is where you're safer. A lot safer. You're safer outdoors than you are indoors. So if your counselor's cracking up, you're supposed to be together as a group. It's built on those parameters. And it works that way. That's why it's so effective that way. Because you can first to complement that. That's so so I'm double frame this. Double frame that. Add two perks together that have the same stat. One's going to cancel out the less percentage, the higher percentage won't take effect. So you only got two perks. You're missing one will cancel out because it won't work. So at that point, you're kind of just screwing yourself.
I gotta find the others.
You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that spot's open. Here, wait, not here, go straight through. Because Evo's over there rather than the spot. One of those places, now left to go. Phone house. What do you think that means? He's going to copy somebody who used 101 level technique and determine the place of red carpet matches, and he's going to trap the calls. That's the place number one, okay? On the right. Okay, gazebo, campsite. There's only three. Okay, so this is long. How long should you stay in the cabin? Okay, we'll just say this long right now. Jason's not on your ass, on your tail, going near you. How long you should be in the cabin? I got one to do over there. Hard force allowed. He shows up on the radar on it. Should only be in here long enough to search it. That's it. Shouldn't even be closing the door behind you like that. Once he can shift, he's definitely going to go in and closing the door. You don't have to lock it. There's people that lock the fuck glass doors. Breaks in one hit, it's useless. So he's being stuck in a counselor. If he's got to stop running from him and fucking unlock a door to get in front of him, he's going to catch his ass. And then it's your ass. You just set him up. And that's what everybody's thinking. Keep it open. Whatever they have, they're not satisfied with. Whatever they can find, they're in comments. Most of the people aren't satisfied. People make the biggest fucking mistake in the world and thinking Jason's looking at you through his eyeballs, and he's not. The camera just says you are. You don't know if he's got his back turned to you. You don't know if he's looking at you or not. It's something you can't tell. If you think that, and you think he's looking at you, that makes you a fool. Because he's not. Now he can use that shit against you too if he thinks you're gonna look like that. At all. Most people do. Oh, is he looking at us? How the hell do you know? How you really know? Look at his head. Wherever his head's moving, the camera's looking directly at him. That's the only way to know where he's looking. If his head's not moving, he's looking at him. That's the only way it works. If his head's even turning one way or the other, any way whatsoever, he's looking at his camera. If he's moving his camera, he's looking around the battlefield. Period. That's not as effective as doing something. Maybe he doesn't need that. This Jason has he's got a weakness to shit. That time to recharge is very short. He's got no stock. He can't run. And water speed. He can run, but water speed is one of his weaknesses. He's extremely slow in the water that part too. Very, very, very slow. His traps is his other weakness, so he carries through him. So we're dealing with that part too. So those weaknesses really affect him in those ways, depending on if you use Jason like that. Use him against him. He's got a normal sense. He's got a normal stock. The normal sense will go between 1 and 5 cabin lengths, rather than the weak sensibility to go just 1 cabin length period. Until you go to raid. Cut down the speaker. You're going to see. Cut her down. Look at this. Okay, this is an example of a knife. You have a locked glass door right here, you have a trap on the other side. Why would you lock a glass door that Jason will break in one hit and put a trap on the other side of it? You wouldn't. It's something you would not do with your store when you're going around. You're forced to go in and out of the window rather than in and out of the door. It's faster to go in and out of an unlocked door than it is to go through a fucking window. A lot faster. Maybe like you said. It's faster than you. This is really good. He breaks into one hit. It's useless. Absolutely useless. It's actually a fucking trick bag to actually block one of those fucking doors. That's why they allow you to do it. See if you're gonna fall for it. Hell yeah. It's called cutting your own nose off to spite yourself. He's gonna break that in one hit. You really think that's gonna slow him down? Locking one of those doors? In fact, do you think that's gonna slow you down if you're running from him and you have to stop and unlock that fucking door to go through it? Yeah, it's just gonna get your ass killed. That's all it's gonna do. Thanks to somebody else in your team. No way. That's not going to happen. You don't need that. Just the glass ones. Anything else? I would recommend just closing them. As long as you can't shift through them, you got visual contact. The thing that I say is most important is don't fucking use the business side of it. As long as you see him and see where he's at, you got actual visual sight on, I'll send it that'll show you keep on the mini-map. And if you're worried about that, just fire a flare gun at his ass or in the air. Like if I was showing him the cabin area, if you're inside the cabin, and he's outside firing the fucking wall, he's on his mark. You don't have to fire out the window, just fire the fucking wall somewhere inside the cabin. So as long as he's outside. Now if you got the perk, that'll be spotting for up to 30 seconds. So I'll put in like 30 seconds on your mini-map. Stock, nothing can hide that. You can hide anywhere from that pinpoint location, no matter where you go. No matter where it is, just cut down again. It's only a second. Just be coffee. I say pocket knives. You come straight at this like that, pocket knives are completely ineffective. Pocket knives are ineffective from this guy. You get 3 traps, there's nothing you worth using. Jargon. Acid right here, go figure jargon. Chances are our pocket knives are not going to be used so well. He's using damage and his damage increases. Weapon strength. All Jasons have weapon strength for throwing knives. All the throwing knives do double damage. All Jasons have weapon damage. That makes them dead, so it's like this is not dangerous. If you go back to actually quick action, my whole purpose of doing that, my whole purpose of doing quick action is to back from the other way. Don't shoot face. Similar technique in your swing. That's why they never walk that. They can't. That's just it. They can't. They can't do it fine. They can see you start to use your quick character animation swing, but you're not doing that. So you're actually eliminating that. Because you are, he doesn't know if you're swinging. That's how they all look for it. They all look for moves. So they look for his triggers to see if you move. Start hits, she's got 4 times faster going move. Way faster. That's where robot rolling came into play. Grabbing on right here, see, this is the car. Seeing a lot of
Hi.
Do you think he would be right here? You saw that car going on? Do you think Jason actually picked up that car? Just right here, like like that? You think the other guy did? He's in rage? He's already in early rage? You gotta be kidding me.
Help me! Damn it! Just die!
Wow. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, he's got his ass kicked.
Why don't you fucking die?
I used to probably move down this Req and put it out there. Yeah, he was in rage. The only reason he was stunned is because I knocked his mask off. He's in rage with 11 fucking minutes to go? Oh my god, that's terrible. Either there's one or two things are going to happen right there. If you're going into rage that soon, either your objectives aren't complete in time or you're getting your ass whipped.
Rip.
Yeah, that's the only things that would be happening to put you in early rage. There's just no way that would ever happen. Your rage is going to trigger at least, it triggers on the normal in 12 minutes if you're just breaking doors and breaking windows. Those, believe it or not, will charge your rage, depending on, not blocking attacks can too, they can charge your rage up. But I see stuns, I see damage to his mask, that's what that is. And you can't take any physical damage at all if you're Jason. Nothing. No firecrackers, nothing if you want to keep that mask on. You cannot get
That
hit.
Jason sucks.
Yeah, I saw a little fruitiness there. Hopefully he can improve, but you know, like I said, most people just don't understand what they're doing. Most people don't. Yeah, normally easy to call it just like that. I mean, I don't know any toddler who can't run around and pull the fucking trigger. I just don't. I mean, that's the easiest thing to do. A girlfriend of mine's daughter, she's 6. I watched her clean out, clear her lobby out. 2 people in there were professional, and I was just completely enjoying every inch of it. I think the difference was her daughter listened.
I'd sub for you.
Right on. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. This one's gonna travel on too.
You've done your job well,
it's gonna go from
and Mommy is pleased.
exposure to technique,
Come home,
to all of it, every single one of it. The perks have been changed to stay where teams get, and as far as the movement goes, the perks are actually more effective than they were. But there's still like 6 perks that don't work at all because of the changing of the game. When they change the rage of this core, completely ineffective, 100%. I mean, they left them there because they're lazy. That's exactly why they're still there. Like everybody sees that damn character animation of the weapon specialist perk, the pocket knife looking one. That's because they didn't take the animation of it. They took the perk out. It was overpowered. You start with freaking Tommy Jarvis's deployment. Is what it was, and that was considered too OP. I mean, you start with a pocket knife, a spray, a radio, and a map. That's it. And if every counselor started out with that, that's nasty. I mean, even considering a third of all the items and stuff that are left in the game. I don't think a lot of some of these people don't know how other than if you don't go back to the beginning, what it was before. This is a completely different game from what it originally was. And let's say, brief examples, like when he had his first animation grab, his first character grab, had no stride forward, he had a quick, it was just like a hip swing, just a quick grab at you. Alright, but it was a proximity grab, when you're anywhere close or near it.
What Jason is the fire one?
Thompson means. Tell Jason to tell. Tom designed that, he designed that one. He designed that one after he fully knew what the heck and he waited a little while, I guess. Jason Burster has some really specific weapons. He's got weapons. And ship regen, which only. No, it's fast. And not only that, he's got those are not weaknesses, you know, at all. But the thing with him is the way he's set up and he comes after you, just with those strengths and those things he has with his weapon, he's virtually impossible to get away from. He just can't. He cannot get away from him. This platform, anyone that's got him, he's got it. You know, they pre-ordered some Kickstarters. We've had it from the beginning. Anyone who's got him knows what they're doing. And using that station with a one-handed weapon, oh my god, nobody's got a chance at all. They don't. They just can't. His weapons are him with a machete or a pistol is all over. You can't run. Fast stride when he walks. I think he walks faster than the other. A lot faster. A lot faster. All you can hear is,
Was that
after
real?
20 seconds,
This can't be real.
after a minute and 20 seconds being in this cabin right here, my fears will go through the roof. Anybody else except for me. Not me because I have 10 composure. I can actually barricade the doors and stay in here for a few minutes, but I'm not going to because it's too early. At this point in time, you want to scramble as fast as you can, find what you can, get what you can before you can shift. If you get before you can shift, then you can open the doors open, like you can do the sense and more. At those points, he's also your advantage, so that he's got limited. He's got limited access on you. So now right here at the beginning, watch my stamina. 6 and 9 recharge. I have a 5 stamina. Everybody in the game right now has a 9 stamina, and so he can sense right now. So I'll also try to go. It might still go now, but yeah, it's still going for a minute. Usually it's about till he can sense for about 3 minutes, because the reason that is, and that changes, is everybody's locking themselves in the cabins, they have to hear me early. When they're supposed to do that, so exactly when the recharge goes. When you do that, then the actual sense goes from the 9 bonus where it's at now.
Jason going to kill you.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up kicking his ass this time. But I think I want to play. I've been doing some, a few things on the video instead of now actually playing. I'm getting into it. I think I should play now. I'm getting into it. The platform, my whole issue with it, because it's been on this platform for a while, it's a lot slower. When you go from this to the switch, and the movement is so fast. So much faster. Everything is faster. So I'm used to the quicker play. A lot of quicker play. And it's slower, it's hard to get picked up a little bit on the go. We'll see how it goes. Actually, like in this one, Jason can actually determine what you're going to do, and he actually determines that. See that counselor set that up? Yeah, look at that. That counselor did that on purpose. Did you see that? Just put a trap up there so somebody was stepping there. Yeah, that is, some crispy prison. See how people are just rude, rotten ass players. I hate this fucking platform as far as people go. They're horrible. Now I'm injured. I normally I'd be critically injured. She was hoping she critically injured me on that, but that makes her cool.
What do you play on?
I play on the Nintendo Switch. All the pros went to Nintendo Switch because it's a really good community over there. I mean, it's an awesome community. They're good people. They don't run people over and stuff. They keep the game noble. They play straight. They help you out. They work together. They don't know the meaning of the word betrayal. You know, they don't play that kind of way. Japan has to be an introduction to that game. Like, they've got a whole new look to it, and it's not too bad. They're pretty good. But on there, it's so much faster, and the servers on there are so good. This game has the worst servers in the world. It has like a U.S. official servers that are on here, but you got U.S. West, or just U.S. server. Yeah, here you got U.S. West 1, 2, 3, Central 2, 3, East 2, 3, all the way to Central Israel. I mean, there's so many freaking servers for this game on Switch. Every 5 to 10 seconds you're in a match. You cannot roll first while you're searching before you get your match. It won't work. That's how fast it is. And so you're always in a game, always in a match, and there's so many people playing that it grows every day. It's growing like 15,000 people every 2 days. That's quite a lot, Nintendo Switch. But the only difference in that between this is that other than the speed and the moving around, here's that little nasty rotten piece right there.
How do you kill Jason?
How you kill Jason? The most effective way to kill him is once you get Tommy Jarvis called in. That's kind of counts for he runs the property right there. Once you get Tommy Jarvis called in, he's deployed on the field. After you get that done, one of the female counselors gets the sweater. And have a sharp weapon. And after the sharp weapon, it causes him some grief. Now, when they hit him enough or cause him enough damage to take his mask off, how they cut it down, right? So it's murder, he's swung with his weapon. Now, when he causes him enough damage, his mask comes off, then you can do this ritual. What happens is if the girl is wearing his mom's sweater, he gets in his cabin, she'll hit the button and use it. When she uses it, he'll freeze in something they call enchant mode. When he's enchanted, he's got a resist meter that comes up, and he's got to try to break the resist and resist Mama's temptation. If he happens to not do that, in that meantime, if a counselor or Tommy runs up to him and hits him with a stun blow, which, you know, a knockout stun blow, it'll knock him right to his foreknees. He'll fall down to his knees. When he falls on his knees, you stand up front and push the X button, and then you'll do a forward kill. Like Tommy's got to have an axe and machete, but he'll come down and just chop off the They kind of set into a program ritual like that, to where, you know, you're forced to use other counselors to make this work. So it's not something you can do by yourself. But, which really, believe it or not, it's easier to kill Jason than it is to get the car together. Because that stuff you gotta find. You gotta find all the car parts. You don't have to find him. You don't have to find his brother. You don't have to find Tommy. It's all right there. It's easy to find it. You can, if you actually use that to win the match, kill Jason to win the match.
I would just troll Jason instead.
Yeah, a lot of people choose to do that right away to go for the kill, because if they put all their energy on focusing to killing him within the match, it gets done. Jason can't pick out a group of counselors together. It's not possible. The top Jason on our leaderboards inside of TCGame.com, Carry on David's been #1 for 3.5 years. Nobody's killed more counselors. Nobody's freaking broken more doors or windows than him. Nobody's had more experience with Jason than him. He cannot do it. Nobody can. It's something that can't be done. He's designed to take everybody out one by one. As a group, and he can sit there and use any technique he has. Slashing, grouping, let's show you this. Slashing, grouping, anything he can try to do, it's gonna work. Man, he's taking everybody out one by one, and that will be very effective. That'll work. What I'm doing here is I'm forcing myself into a bobble point. Like, it should. Bobble point, so that's going off on it. What's up, Dave? I saw him over there. We can't keep it up.
Jason versus Michael Myers.
Well, Jason, there's two different types of hot roll right there. Jason's full of rage and emotion, and freaking Michael Myers is completely void. He's motionless. Nothing. There's nothing to him. He's completely calm.
Who would win over?
Who would win? It'd be hard to say. One of them, Michael Myers, I don't care if somebody you want stalking your ass. I don't care who you are. Jason, you don't want to stalk you anyway. You don't want Michael stalking you. You can't get away from him.
You want some more? No! No! Why don't you fucking die?
There's nothing you can do. You won't be able to. You can try, but I did it critically injured, knocked him on his fucking ass. That's how it works. You just can't see the swing coming. You can't block it or turn or roll fast enough to turn where it's what's coming. You can't see it coming. They're trying to shoot from the cabin around the cabin. Yeah, he's inside there, so I killed myself. I killed myself too. Because, you know, like I said, these guys are group playing shit. That's why I keep pulling off to the side, pulling out alone. Just waiting for him to come up there. And I'm using actual precautions to keep him away from me. The rest of the grid, firecrackers here. You see? These people can't hide from me. They're making all kinds of fucking noise and shit. He's got normal sensibility, that's going to be his call for this thing. I don't know what it is. But he's going to know where they're at. Tommy Jarvis, he's one of the you can't see him, he doesn't like not seeing from his friends, like he's got a high self. He's really got 5 statue and everything except for his.
Why did you commit suicide for?
Why? Well, I was more than a position to where I could have went and found another weapon, probably do that again a couple times. But I just could have went and got a couple straight, I just didn't think he could for me out there. Wanted to get a couple straight from the things that's how I read you that story of how you saw it unfold. Exactly how I explained it, exactly how it happened. generally you're not going to see that a lot because there's not going to be anyone that's going to exactly predict what 3 seconds before it happens.
He's killing me!
I explain everything that was happening is going to happen, just like that.
Jason is a kitty toucher.
I agree. He followed an old school approach to government, and just about everybody would go for that on him. They won't grab him because of what he starts with. His perk is weapon specialist. He gets Tommy keeps that perk, and then he takes on 2 of your perks. That gives him 3. So whatever, if there's certain perks you got, he won't take on. He won't take on like the dex scan, anything like the weapon damage resistance. He won't take on. He can't take like any speed person. He can take on. He can't use marathon, things like that. He can only use certain ones. But whatever his program for him, whatever he'll accept to use, they'll take. So fear perks, you can't use those either because he's not a counselor. It's not affecting. So his weapon specialist gets his deployment, and he's got 3 bonus. He's got bonus speed, strength, and repair. So he's got 5.
He just hits you.
Who? Who? What? Who? Oh, nobody. Yeah, not necessarily. He's got a grab for context kill. They call it, which is a movie kill. It's a scene kill.
Jason.
Yeah, he's got 32 of them in every match. He's got 32 environmental kills, which they just patched those. We fixed them. They've been broken for 2 years. And you grab the counselor and hold him by the neck, and you look around, and all these bubble things highlight all around the yard, all around everywhere you're at outside, indicating an area you can kill and then get a different kill for it, a different type of points set up for it. You know, just for a variety, something different. Well, all of those have been just blown for the last 2 years. They've had bad bug in them, and they've been ruined on all platforms. They fixed it with a patch a couple of days ago on the Switch. Now they've all been restored, so you can actually do them again there. He's got a lot of things he can do to kill you. I mean, that's why
What do you think the worst kill is?
Worst kill? Weapon slash. That's the worst thing in the game you can do as far as killing someone using Jason. You're supposed to show what you got. I mean, the whole game's designed around the context. Of course, if you swing his weapon, you have to, but to do that to kill everybody, I don't see any flavor in that. I don't see anything in that, except for skill. Holy shit, man. Let's give that guy a fucking gold star. You know? You can see him in Christmas. Then again, if you can go out there and you know how to side roll or side tuck and pull out of the way and grab the counselor, or even do a combo. I've yet to see someone on PlayStation 2 yet. You know, what to do. You go into it's a cut to a grab. Your swinger weapon, you do a full swing, hit swinger overhead, and when you come back and you set, then you can grab. Well, the technique is as soon as you swing, you can grab.
And the one where he throws you through a window.
Second one to go, but he's got a door ending kill.
That would not kill you.
No, it's from the first movie. So it's from when one of the counselors, Brenda, was almost dead. Through a window from outside to inside. That was came up with. So when he threw her through the window inside the cabin, that's what actually killed her. So they ended up giving that to Jason. See, that's kind of the problem with this and the lawsuit that's going on right now. It's just about everything in this game refers back to Pamela and refers to the first movie. But in this game too, Pamela is directing Jason and telling Jason what to do, telling him where to go. So you can't just eliminate her from the core. They were talking about maybe getting rid of her because it would eliminate hands from the lawsuit on this, but they don't. Well, most everybody don't realize it. In DLC, they can create new content for the game, but Sean doesn't want anybody to, and he put a temporary lawsuit on it. Temporary restraining order, temporary restraining order on all their production because he makes money on everything. At the end of the day, he makes the call and makes the decision on this game and everything. He owns this game. Sean Cunningham owns the game. Shine does not own it. They designed it. He owns the game, so he gets to say so. At the end of the night, no matter what happens. And the way Victor's playing this, to break it down to you, is he's looking at... It's going so stupid that they're comparing toys next to each other to see if that just refers back to the movie. It's fucking ridiculous. To see how much that's going to make, or how much it's made to see what royalties you get. The dude's just fucking money hungry. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I think that's kind of what's pissing Sean off, and it makes sense. It's not worth it. So what Sean did is he goes, alright, fucker wants to play like this. This is what we're going to do. Because we're going to halt everything. under his thumb, anything under his command, he'd be created in some of his control. He's going to stop money making on it whatsoever. Because when you're in court, and go through stuff, you look really bad if you're trying to make money on something that you're in court for. You look really bad. Especially there. And so what's happening
Jason and Michael Myers are dating as they both suck.
This. If they came out with a deal, I could tell you, $4 million, 4,000. Bought it. There's more plus than that. You're talking millions of dollars right there. Now those are that's what he wants. He wants those. But they're just fighting over.
All done now,
Yeah,
Jason.
they did come up with the name
Your
Jason.
job is through. Return to Mommy.
Because that name is worth millions of dollars. But if Sean makes royalties to this game too. He gets all the royalties to it too. That's for him. So if that millions of dollars cut in just for that one DLC, he wants rights to it. Victor does if it reverts back to Pamela or the first movie. That's what he's trying to look for. So anything that has anything to do with that, he's going, okay, well, take his hand out anymore, we can end this. Because what's really going on between you, what's taking so long, is because if they settle, which they're trying to settle, the reason they don't know what this is because either they're going to settle on one of two things. Either Sean's going to they're going to settle on splitting the franchise, which is millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, or he's just going to give him back royalties that revert back to the first movie. That's the only things that will work. And so that's what at the end of the day, that's what they're trying to settle on. So it's just a name. But if he can release that boss or that he can release that restraining order anytime he wants. He's the one that put it in effect. And, some people are thinking it's a court order. It is a court order after it's been the restraining order. Yeah, but it's restrained from working, so that no money's being made on it, so he can't stick his hand out. I mean that makes sense. But if you're making money on something that you're in court for, it looks real bad, and that's what you want. So he doesn't want his hand out of it anymore. It's a $5 DLC for this game, and 30,000 people buy it. That's millions of dollars, and he wants some of that. And so they're not doing that, and not putting things out or any kind of royalties out, and he can't stick his hand out. They say, okay, what about this? What about that? What about this? And there's nothing to point at. So it's just going to drain him down. And so they can. It's either going to go to splitting the whole entire franchise, or it's going to go. He just gets rights to Pamela and the first movie. That's it. So they're going to have to decide on it. But at the end of the night, Sean makes a decision. This is his game. He owns this game. He owns everything. He makes the call. It's up to him. And so he's having a lot of trouble with that. Lots of it. So that's the deal with that. I mean, the last DLC we got on this was his Part 2 Jason Kill Pack, and that was 2 years ago. That's how long it's been on hold. So that way there's nothing else being made. But the board game is coming out on Sean OK that. So he kind of okays everything that's being put out on the side. They're saying, what about this last thing they're making a board game? Well, because they can't. They can still make stuff. It's just a restraining order stopping it from happening. But if he okays it and says restraining order, it's fine. That's why they made that game. That's what. It's not going to make very much. It's a $30 game. He's not going to look for that. He doesn't care about that. He wants this kind of stuff. I can see that he's being, to me, that's just, in my opinion, being that kind of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's not really worth it. Not when he's been getting a check for this since, 1980. He's getting a check every month for this. All of this, every month. He's getting paid all this time through it. What does he need more? There he is. You see him? You see him? I think that was that. Yeah, I know this guy. I know the guy that's Jason.
Did anyone else get away?
Yeah, see, this is
You're dead.
Maybe. I know this guy, but I know how to play it. I might be, it's a little slower on here, but still. Swing. Yeah, he's had the game from the beginning like I have too, and he knows the game very well like I do, and a lot of people know the game as well, but I can say this guy has just about as much experience as I have.
It's Satan Jason Review.
Yes. Yeah. My best friend wanted me to get the game, and Tekken 7, this game came out just before Tekken 7 did, and I had this pre-order, so he wanted me to go out and buy the game with him, because he called me and goes, you gotta get Friday the 13th, alright, let me watch it, so he talked me into pre-ordering it like the night before, so I got it just the night, like I usually do when I pre-order it the night before, so I get all the royalties good, and I didn't even know that Jason really was anything. I don't use them very much. But I like hard to better. This Jason's chase team is fucking whack. This is crazy. See, another thing I'm having trouble with is I think my controller's...
Why you bully Jason for?
What's that? Jason Part 4? I don't like that one because he's got weaknesses that I use for strength. Let's see what I can do here. Watch. I'm going to unplug my mic for a second. So I can move. So it's definitely my controller. Look, see I'm walking? And I'm holding all the way with my tongue, so I should be jogging. I should be... Come on, move, jog. Jog. See, I should be jogging like that, but faster. It's not, so my controller is damaged, I think. I've had things that happened last night. Yeah, see, I should be jogging. See how she's hesitating too like that? She's jumping. That's bobbing. Her character's bobbing, but she's jumping. It's not pulling forward. It's not actually moving from walk to it. It's not having trouble moving. What I'm going to do is I need to pull this over to the split that I need to do. I got to put my chip into it when I do the off and out spin and work at the same time. Because what I'd rather is just spin on the switch. That's the gameplay you want to see. Not yet. This gameplay lost all of its ability a long time ago. The real competition gameplay's over there. It's fierce as hell, but so much faster and so much better. It's even foreplay with Jason.
Not.
He's just as fast. It's kind of a bummer when you have Jason 4 to 6 times faster than you are. He's almost ahead of time on you. He's 1 to 3 seconds faster. That ain't shit. That's nothing. It's dead even. He's gonna have to be open, especially when you catch him with that inverted strike. Come on, you can straight out of him. You can't stop that. You just can't see it. Nobody can see that. What type of weapon I use now? It keeps it concealed in my back, so anything. See that? Now he can. He's got shifted gun. Some of them. Quick shifted gun. Why is he walking his own walk? Back lock on or something? When he gets to walking, he's walking and actually take damage to that match. And if you're not taking any physical damage whatsoever, it's not going to happen. No firecrackers, nothing. Nothing to be hitting that match. Nothing. He's walking and he's blocking that, takes it off. I had 2 people, see how long it takes to take the fucking thing off while you're blocking. If it comes off, you can show turn that off. That's what I'm trying to figure out, exactly what you're saying. Why would you do that? Why is he coming out here? The count is surrounding him and he's doing having his own. You know what I mean? Go ahead, that ass. Now, how would you call that? See? He teams up, because, yeah, he teams up. That's the team right there. He teams up. Does it all the time. You see how that works? No, that's why I ran out of that cabin there. There were 3 counselors in there behind me. Look, they're still in there. They're still in there. And why would he leave that cabin and come after me across the street when he's not in the living room with him? Why would he do that? They're cheating. That's the only answer. They're cheating. Now I'm the only one dead, right? So that's what they're cheating. Now people that are supposed to be a high rank like that, when they cheat and they cheat and they play garbage like that, they're rotten. They suck, dude. They fucking suck. Anybody that cheats at a high level should be fucking ashamed of themselves for playing it. But I don't know, in some way they think it's some kind of a dirt art graphic, disgusting ass nobility. They think it's some, I don't know, put some, like I said, these people pat themselves in the back and they got a high horse when it comes to that thing. That's what they do. That's why I had to prove that to you again. So, if I run out of this cabin, and say, if he comes after me, when he's got 3 people standing in front of him, damn well that's cheating or cheating. You can't get around that. No way. And look where he goes. Still there. They were still there. After I let him turn. They were still there. The guy's not too bright. If he's walking, he's blocking. Regardless of what he thinks he knows, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know as much as he thinks he knows because that's the stupidest thing to do. When you take a Vanessa and you take Tommy Sharp's, you give him each a machete, tell that fucker to stand in front of you and block and they'll knock that fucking mask right off his face. Right off. You can stand there and hold it and they'll knock it off before they break it. There are weapons on them. Those 2, just those 2 easy will do it. He's got a 4 strength, he's got a bonus strength with a machete to do it. So those 2 will definitely take it right off. I kid you not, man. I say within 6 blows, it's gone. that fast because of the massive damage he's taken to it. And then, like I said, there's things you can use that are unblockable to him, like the crackers, flare guns, things like that you can, or shotgun that didn't from the damage to really come off. You know, aside from high tech, the projectiles, believe it or not, the flare gun is full damage. And it has 4 damage just like a shotgun does, but people don't realize that. I think because it doesn't fire like a shotgun. It's not as powerful. That fucker's got a 4 damage on it. There's no stats on it except for in my book. In my book, I got stats on the flare gun, and actually it shoots that. It's got a 4 stun, 4 damage, which stuns you in contact, and it causes the most damage you can when the projectile shot. But you know, it just has 4 damage, 4 stuns, and it's a one-shot deal. It has a shotgun. You can't block those. So I mean, without shooting with those projectiles to weaken it, you know, anything like that. I mean, I've killed 3 of them. 3 civilians. First one, he's a damn good player. The first one wasn't too easy. I mean, it was to the point where he put like 5 traps on his cabin, and I just hobbled in there just in time to get the sweater and use it right there. And then Tommy he tried to run, and Tommy ran out after him and just knocked him 2 things out there and killed him right outside the front door. I had to use the sweater in front of his mom. I mean, it was a fierce ass game. But it doesn't matter who is Jason or who the hell you are or what you know. Period. If they want to kill you and they're all going to put themselves together to kill you, they will kill you and you will die. It doesn't matter who you think you are or what you got. It can never happen. This guy might think he's badass enough, but he's not. Nobody is, especially when I know this guy is not even close to David. No way. Carry on David's he's been the highlight, not just the leaderboard, but the highlight of the website for 3 years. There's nobody. If he can't do it, you know, like I've actually fought against him. I got to play like 3 matches with that guy. So it's kind of crazy how that happened. I got to play 3 matches with him. He plays on the PlayStation, and the dude's got he's got over 19,000 doors broken. He's got like, I think it's 35,000 consoles killed. And it's fucking nuts. The game keeps track of the windows you break, the doors you break, and the consoles you kill. Even though there's no subject they keep track of that through them on the website. You know, it all goes through some counter they got, a figure they got. There's a stream that goes on YouTube. It's called Tales from the Stream and Beyond. I'm usually on there. Thursdays on Tales from the Stream, I'll stream with them live and we play Jason live on Twitch. And then master some real games with that. PlayStation, like I said, it's not. They're not everybody's leaving it too. The platforms, but the servers aren't changing. They're not improving. They're getting better. They can't. They would have to change the whole infrastructure after they had Switch. They added that to it. So I'm comparing to 7 right now. I've gotten into 6 lobbies in this game in the last 30 seconds. 6 different lobbies. That's how fast it is. See, why would he hit stock and then lay a trap down there where he could just hear it? I just gave away your position that stock is no use to you. He's activated it. That's someone who has got an ear. You hear that little ting, put his trap down. He's got a weakness for traps, so he's only got 3 traps. So he laid one of the 3 traps down there, so that's the choice, man. You see, that's like some people that they'll engage their stock, and then while they're chasing the counselor, so why would you do that? See, the first thing they're going to do is bleed that damn meter out fast as hell. Fast. They're going to bleed out that stock meter. It'll probably last them about 15 to 30 seconds. If 30 seconds. They're bleeding it out so fast. The problem is they're moving. When you engage stock, you stand still and don't move. You can move your camera, but don't move Jason at all. If you don't move Jason, you stand still, it lasts a long time. I'm talking 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes it lasts you. If you got the strength of it, my Jason does, it'll probably last between 3 minutes, 30 seconds or so, which is an eternity in a horror game. Because when you stock after a while, you got them in the cabin, they think you left it, so maybe a minute, maybe 2, tops, until they're out of there, if you've been chasing them. They don't want to hang around there if they think you're gone, you know what I'm saying? So, if you utilize the length of that you can, and know how to use the stock, I mean, for its full capability, you can really use that against people too. You want to get their fears to a certain limit too, so you can actually manipulate them with their screen movement. So I mean, they're bleeding their meter out like in 15 seconds. So when you start moving, it dramatically burns the fuck out the meter. It starts to dry. Then you stop, and then it goes to a balance point. And it just goes from there that you can't move. So I mean, It makes me think when people are moving, they're setting traps on her, and breaking the door down after they've hit it, and it doesn't do any good at all. No, they just put a trap on after you get stuck. They don't know you're there. No way. They didn't hear that. Who else put a trap down like that? And of course he's gonna walk around and then see that ass. Just master
Mommy.
I mean, someone can hold it. The most if I get out of this maybe 30 seconds. Maybe talk. Yeah, because if it's not moving properly, staying still, it's about a couple minutes. That power is it's a map-like power. It affects the whole camp at the same time, depending on who you are and what you got going on, how it's going to affect you. As the counselor, it affects you different than it affects them. You're seeing something on your screen and he's not seeing. It depends on how it affects you. How much fear you got to raise at that point in time, too. I think part 7 and him, those two got the worst. Council awareness. They raise your fear the fastest in the prison. This is from the physical look. I mean, hands down, out of all of them, part 7 looks the best. The looking contest, he wins hands down over all of them. Definitely. Not the looking, looking contest. No way. None of them. Not even the team chase me. Part 7 is the class. Yeah, I think she was different mask. I've got to put the mask shoes off. I don't know why they didn't put her in this game. She's the one that never rivaled him. Team Shepherd. She fucked him up. Bad. Oh my god. Req. First thing she did was pop that fucking thing right off his face, man. Burst the leather strap on his back. It burst his torso in his head, man. She got that thing off. I mean, she freaking choked him out with a freaking, she had a wire cable come down to the roof. It came out wrapping. Choked him out, lifting him up. And then she swung him. This glass lamp comes out and hits him right in the back of the head, right? Completely burns. He had no hope. With nails, holy shit. Kind of an addition to it. Apparently it's like hours, but yeah, around the crystal lake. She had to switch it back to the place out here, so I don't know where I'm going.
I'm back.
Oh, you guys see them? Alright, what's up? Is that Candy still there too? Okay. I got a better idea. Check this out. I'm gonna switch now. I'll split this and bring this right over to this part. We're ready to go. 3 times faster. 4 times faster. The only thing I don't have on the Switch is have this freaking stumps of Jason. I don't have that because he was a very
Be Jason 2.
Jason 2 Part 2? I don't like that Jason. The only reason I don't like that Jason is because, I mean, I got a friend that uses him that can fight with him and stuff, but I don't like that Jason because everybody that uses him just uses him to troll and trap and it doesn't do any good. I mean, what he does, they go around and trap everything, like the car, the driver's side of the door, all the different areas. When they trap those areas, they believe that just a counselor tripping those off is going to send him to that back a signal so he can show up to you and kill you before you repair the car. But what they do instead is just trigger the trap and run. You know, trigger the trap and it's gone. You get there and they're gone. The trap's been triggered. Did you no good but waste the trap. You know, no, all they need is a health spray to clear both of them, and it's all good. No, they're fine, but what they're trying to play like kings and checkers. You know, they're trying to roll at you with kings while you got regular pieces and trying to dominate on you. That's what they're trying to do, but it doesn't work that way. You know, counselors as a group, though, the reason Jason can't take them is because you got all these different counselors with different perks and different, different stats and different capabilities. You know, like Brandon's, you know, he's the strongest. You give him that mask is coming off. So when you got these multiple things happening at the same time, and Jason's the centerfold of it, that's why he can't win. He can't because he can, like you said, he can only do so many things. He can swing his weapon, you know, he can grab at you, he can spin. But when you got him surrounded by 7 counselors, you know, with different strengths and weapons and stuff, all they gotta do is simply take your mask off, which is not gonna take much damage to you. Once they do that and take your mask off, at the same, let's just say at the same time you got 3 people taking the mask off, or you got 2 people getting the sweater, or you got 2 other people calling me Tommy, you got other people getting items, you're repairing the car so that he's got some point of interest that you guys are creating to lure him out. But if he tries to run, what we used to do on PlayStation was, when we had a kill squad go out to kill him, he would try to run from us. Once we got his mask knocked off and it was clear we were trying to kill him, he would run away. If we got his mask off and he saw that we had the sweater and stuff, he'd run and try to get away and use all of his powers, exhaust them all to try to get away from you. And so we started thinking of ways to lure him back out to us that were irresistible, like the car. Almost no Jason can resist that fucking car, man. Seriously. So we get the car started to drive it around and force him to smash the car and stop it. Once he stops and smashes that car, you jump right out and kill him right there. Because he's stuck there, he can't use any powers, he can't exhaust any powers he has, and he can't utilize anything to get away. He's just trapped himself in the cutscene right there with his mask off. And once they got his mask off, it's all proximity at that point. There's no fight. You just gotta get close enough to him and use his sweater, then he's frozen and enchantment, and Tommy runs up, wham, hits him, falls into his knees, and just hits the X button, he's dead. Just like that. So killing him's easy. It just depends on who you got with you working it. You know, he's had glitches lately to kill him, which would, it would glitch it out where you weren't able to kill him if 2 people hit him, knock him to his knees, just kind of bugged up stuff like that. But I kill Jason all the time. I'm always down to kill Jason. I say if you're playing with Jason that's a hard ass, that traps that controls all the points of interest and traps and stuff like that, you have to kill him to win the match. And you got no way to do it. You made escape futile. And you can't escape. You made it to where it's almost impossible, and that's what they knew. See, when they came out with the game, when I first started playing it, you couldn't kill Jason. It was not even part of the game. That was not even a factor. It wasn't even discussed. Jason cannot die, period. So after a week or 2, the game coming out, they realized, well, Jason can trap all this stuff and control these points of interest where you can't even escape. He makes it impossible for you to escape literally. And he can, by the way he's designed and set up. So if that's the case, they gotta have a way to win. And so they additioned it to where they brought Tommy into the game, brought it to where you can kill him, and you got a way out. And so a lot of people, that don't think about that, they all want to kill Jason, but then they're out doing the car and doing the phone. If you're gonna win the match by killing him, you focus on that and that alone. You don't want to go out and spread yourself more thin and do other things that aren't necessary. If you're not gonna escape in the car, and you're not gonna go that way, don't repair it unless you need it for a tool. Calling the cops is a really good backup in case he doesn't die, because of a glitch. It's just sometimes it happens though when you use the sweating glove and someone comes over to hit him, he just stands there like it didn't affect him. That's a glitch and it happens. But if that happens, that means he ain't falling to his knees and the ritual ain't gonna work, so he's not dying. Run. To a point. It could be enraged, but if you got, like I said, if you got the cops called, and that's your good backup, then if you can't kill him, okay, well, you got a way out. And the cops, I'd say, are essential because that one repair there alone makes it to where everybody has a chance to escape, rather than just 4 seats in the car or 2 seats in the car. You got to limit it. On the Switch, see like how that counts, how that Jason was standing at me blocking. That's a stupid thing to do. It's really dumb. Because he's asking you to take physical damage. What he's saying is hit me and I'll prevent a stun shot. He doesn't want to get stunned, is what it was. But see, my technique is when you have your back turned. Like I said, he's not counting on you looking at him with your camera. Because I usually run towards myself, which almost nobody does. They run behind him, so they can't see Jason unless they hit the R1 button. I run at my camera straight at myself, so I got 100% visual on him all the time. So I'm running at myself, watching him while he's chasing me. So I'm looking at the front of my face and at the front of my body, running at myself, memorizing exactly where the fucking map is, so I'm not running into shit. Like running into a tree or wall, I know what's there because I know that. I'm running at myself, I can see anything, keeping it visual. If you keep him in your sight, he can't do anything. You can see him shift, you can see him try to do any technique he has. When he shifts at you and tries to shift grab you, you turn around and nail that son of a bitch. The timing. When he's in the shift, he's still technically there, but he's invisible. Like that ghosting technique I did, I'm still there, but I'm invisible. You can still knock me out there if you do it right, if I'm not enraged. But same thing with the switch, it's like playing baseball. He comes right at you, bam! I'm pretty good with that. That's one of my techniques. But things like that, he can't stop you. Like those 2 swings I did on him, there's nothing you can do to ever stop that. And I've come up with more things than that, like different movements. He swings overhead, I got dodgers and things of that sort. But there's almost no Jason can fight, right? the ones that can try my robot roll. And the robot roll is like when you go to swing out and your character animation comes in, you do like a little toe hop step into your swing. Go into the swing, he can see you start the step. So when he sees you start that, he'll rotate into a circle in place. What will happen there is, like in Kempo, when you go to swing, your weapons come down at the same time while he's going to rotate. When your weapon, you take that one step on that stride out, he's already turned halfway to the outside on you, and his left arm is coming right around the root to your neck and grab your ass, right there, in one fluid motion. And because of that, when you finish your swing, after you finish your swing, you take that step forward, it bounces you back. Like you take that step forward and you bottom the swing, and then you step back, you get your maintain. So when it's coming back, you're sliding yourself right into the grab. That's what's going on. So they step into the swing as he's turning and rotating right when they're coming back. There's that character animation, right into his hand, right there. That's what you can do. I mean, that's a very, very deadly freaking, it's a deadly technique to use, because if you miss at all, or screw up anything in swing, you're dead. Right there, it's over. I mean, you can't do anything. He's got you. And so, you gotta watch that. And you can draw off of Jason's house, you can draw off of Jason by using that, by freaking, running up to him and starting a swing, or trying to fake a swing, and see if he stops and tries to turn his body or something like that, or tries to move or rotate around it. Either way he tries to, he can't. It's because he can't see it. So what I do on my technique is when I got wherever my camera I'm gonna face when I go into combat form. So along with my first set of guaranteed effective shots. Now what happens here is I got my camera facing myself. As soon as I click that, I'll do an instant freaking 180, instant turn around, instant. It's so freaking fast, you can't see it. I mean, nobody, because that's how I caught that guy when I was critically injured in that shot. I was like, watch, if I catch him with this right here, it'll show you right there, he can't do nothing about it. Especially when I'm injured like that. As soon as I did, BAM! Caught him with it again. It's like, dude, the book I wrote on this, like these techniques, I mean, they're 100% effective. I mean, it's something that you can't watch out for, and that's what you want to do. You want to use something that he can't do anything about. You know, someone get to a point where they get so pissed off, you know, they just rage quit. But what I start doing now is I'm taking those techniques and utilizing them to a point to where I'm stretching them out. Because, you know, if you hit him too many times and stun him and stuff, he's going to go into rage mode, and then he's probably going to have more potential to kill your ass because you can't stun him with a melee weapon. But if you keep him chasing you, keep him missing, keep him dodging, and strike him at the right time, you know, to kind of space out the attacks, and you can space out and stretch out his rage, and not have to worry about that taking effect so quickly. And you want to utilize a lot of stuff like that on the battlefield, because he's going to use different environments against you. He can't, like, you know, if you're in a cabin and he's chasing you around and you're hiding behind like a wall on the left side there, and you freaking what's going on here?
Make them remember what they did to us, Jason. Kill them.
Copy, I'm in neural therapy. 10-4-97.
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them. You from me, Jason. Don't let them. Jason, my boy, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
than normal. A lot louder than normal. So waiting for it. Everything's on in stock. So I'm gonna do that here. Kind of just wait, see if they show up, how they do. Because they were so bad. These were programmed so bad they couldn't even escape by the car in time. The bots were terrible. And this one's coming on. Let's see if I can ship grab her. Oh damn! I came out of my ship. I wasn't supposed to. See if I can get a shot on me.
Help!
I grabbed right up that chance. Got another pocket knife? I thought I had my mic on the phone. I'm sorry, I had no idea. I thought I had it on all the time. Supposed to be though. Those guys are running. I think they're running from the cops now. They make it.
That's my boy.
They make it.
Hunt them down, make them pay.
Yeah, somebody's in there, man. Quick shit. Please, no! Can they escape? Looks like someone's getting over to escape, is there? Right there, Mom. If he doesn't move, he has to move. Move.
Get up, Jason.
They never used to shoot before they
Find
did it.
them.
I think they fixed it, maybe. Or they fixed the frickin'.
Oh my God! What happened?
What happened to what, you? Whoa, I can't believe that flare gun hit me. Oh my god. Yeah, they shoot the flare guns at me. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the red channel. Move! Move!
You can never die.
So this here's a race. He's right. Fucking bots. On the right. Gosh damn it, my thumbstick is driving me nuts. It keeps coming off. See, I gotta get context ready to do it. Yeah, the highlight no matter where, because it wasn't a clear area to kill him in.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Yeah. He's got no composure, like you cannot break the ground no matter who you are. That's probably the worst skill in the game. Some of them are trade. Look at them, they're one of their own people with the car. This is bots, man. They can't figure out what they're for the car. That's what they're just saying. Okay, you rather got random. Using the real names, the actual names. Eric J. on the top. Jenny Myers, Chad Kinsey, Jamie Rydell.
Yes.
Who's left?
Skillful mother.
Mitch Floyd and Mitch is left. Mitch. He's got a 9 composure. He might be able to avoid my sensibility, maybe. I'll check the grid. Now in stock, everything plays into a factor for Jason. Everything's highlighted in sound, but it's quieter in the foreground. So the cops are. I won't hear the cops as much as I would hear him running through the grass right now. So what I'm gonna do is morph to a different point. Now look at my stock mirror. It's just not even moving, barely kicking. Watch when I move what it does. Look at it. It's sucking dry. When I stop, then it starts to hit to a balance. That's why you don't want to move when you're using it, because it will stay real firm. You just want to make sure you're at a point where you don't need to move your camera. You can move your camera, but not Jason. You move Jason, it starts bleeding the meter out, and you lose it. Even one step forward, you just goes down. Then you gotta replenish it. As long as you're still, you know, and you got a place you can look, it's not gonna move hardly at all. It'll take like 3 minutes. I'm gonna go to a point of interest, like right here, and see if he's close by. He probably would have went to the cops, or he's inside the main lodge. Unless that's the stereo. We'll find out right now. This is the exact right there. It's not the stereo, it's him. Look at that. Why is he just standing there? They still need to work on the box. He shouldn't be standing there. Field door kill. This is the first kill to go, man. First one to go. Every time you try to do that, it's glitching on the counter. You're holding the counter in your hand in the air, and you're holding the air, and it's not really them.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Jason's easy to use because it's quiet, and you can do the same things. It's not like it's all loud and rambunctious like when you're a counselor and you hear everything. The sounds and everything is kind of throw you off.
Mommy has a reward for you.
You can use different
Come
things like
home.
firecrackers to trick him off, make him think that you're there or somewhere else. So that he can actually make you think that he's behind you chasing you still when he's actually waiting for you in the cabin up ahead. You don't know that. I've done scared a few people like that. And I had this guy, he kind of came up and looked at me. I was going to the phone, and he was coming through the front door, and I was looked down through the window. Or better yet, Jason, the character, looked down through the window. So he immediately turned around and bolted down the hill, but I was just there. And when I was there, I just broke a door off. So I went down, I saw him run down, I said, no, where he's going? I morphed behind the cabin where I was, and was 2 feet from him, started walking inside the cabin, and here he comes, running down the hill. He just left me, but I morphed, so I'm instantly there already. So I morphed down there, and I walk into the back of the building, and I stand right inside the freaking hallway door that's 1 foot or 2 feet away from the front door. He's coming. So he comes into the front door, and here he comes, closing the door behind him, the barricade closed, and goes, opens up the door, and I'm seeing. He sent me a message. He goes, holy fucking shit! He goes, I have never in my life. He goes, I've had this game the whole time since it came out. And he goes, and that's the first time it ever scared the hell out of me. Good job, dude. Because I've never seen anything like that before. Let me picture it. Picture it. If you're a counselor and you're running, you see Jason, you take off running that way, and you're running, you see a cabin ahead of you, and you're running up to it really quick. You know he's behind you, you just saw him. So you're running, you get to that cabin, it's unlocked, no one's in there, so you open the door, turn around, close it behind you, barricade it, and move. Then you turn and open up the door, go through, and there he is. Boom! Grabs you. Classic movie. Classic movie part. But it scares the shit out of people. Big time. It's like, ah! He straight through his controller to see him. I'm like, wow, dude. Unbelievable.